is my name is Sean. Today I'm going to tell you all about the human body parts and the organs inside. And so we'll start from the top to the bottom. So this is the brain. The brain is the boss of your body and is located in your head. But if somebody dies and if you cut the skull, you'll see a real brain that is dead. And so then we'll go from the eyes. The eyes helps you to see all around you, and it is stuck and it is connected to the brain. And the nose is also connected to the brain, but actually it sends messages. So the molecules, the small molecules goes into the nose, then goes and then it goes at the end of the part, then stucks onto a wedge called the receptor. Then the signal goes to the brain, and then you smell. And now there's the ear. Sorry. The ear is also connected to the brain, but it's really sends messages like the nose. So the ear has three parts that helps it to hear. The outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. So first the ears, when you hear, the sound goes into your ear pinna, and then goes inside. And when it goes after the outer ear, it goes into the middle ear. Then it travels to your inner ear to a small tube filled with liquid and tiny hairs. And then it sends messages to the brain. This is the tongue that has taste buds that you taste your food. And so there are 4 taste buds on the tongue. There's the bitter, sour, salty, and what was it again? Oh, sweet. Those are the 4 things. But did you know that the middle of your tongue has no taste buds? But if you put salt in the wrong taste bud, you won't taste the salt. But if you add some goop with it, you can taste it without, even when you are putting it in the correct one or the wrong taste bud. So this is how you begin. It's like a race. Actually, the tongue sends messages to the brain too. And so now the esophagus is part of the digestive system that the cells made. The digestive system collects all your food and turns them into energy for your bodies to need. The esophagus, when you eat, if you swallow your food, it goes into the esophagus that connected to your neck to this stomach. Actually, this is the stomach. The stomach has acid in it, and it breaks down the food. When it's so hard to break it, the liver helps it, and the gallbladder helps it to get the juice from the food to break it. And now, when the food is all broken, the food goes into the small intestine. It's about 25 feet long, but it's squished together. We call it the small intestine. And then it goes into the large intestine. It's about 5 feet tall. The small intestine is longer than the large intestine, but the small intestine looks like it squishes, and it's so small that the large intestine is larger than the small intestine, so they call it the large intestine. And then it goes to the anus. And this is the muscle. Did you know that your heart is actually a type of muscle? we'll say the heart later. So the muscle it's like a tissue that connects bones together. And this is a bone. So when you are a newborn baby, you are actually have 500 bones. But when you really grow up, you'll get 206 bones. Do you know why you have 206 bones when you are grown up? I'll say an example. So when you're a born baby, your bones are little, but when you start to grow, your bones are about to touch together and make one big bone. So the kidneys cleans the blood and then turns it into wee, so you can pee like water. And then it goes to the bladder to wee. And now these are the best blood vessels. The blood vessels have the veins and some kind of thingies. And then, so do you know how the body gets information? Nope. Okay. The brain sends information. The brain is part of the nervous system. The nervous system sends signals from the brain to the body parts, even the organs. So here's how it works. So pretend my hand is the brain, and this hand is the signal, and this is the organs. And so the brain sends messages to the organs. So if the brain sends messages, the organ sends messages back to the brain, and the brain has to say the answers. And if it says no, the organ is not happy and begins to feel sick. And you know that if you just smoke a lot, you might die, and you have to go to the hospital. And some strange electricity thingies will surprise your heart, and you'll live again. Actually. And so then, these are the lungs. The lungs help you breathe. The oxygen goes into the body. Then the carbon dioxide goes out, and the plants breathe the carbon dioxide and breathe out the oxygen, so we can breathe again. Look at my chest if they move. They're moving, huh? And so do you know how oxygen goes around your body? If your answer is no, I'll show you. So the heart is the delivery system, the oxygen delivery system. First, the heart pumps blood into the lungs. Then the red blood cells carries oxygen to all the bodies. Then they trap the waste oxygen called carbon dioxide, and it goes back into the lungs. And the heart gets all of the red blood cells back into it, and then it goes out to your mouth or nose, and that's how breathing is how connected. And so this is the skin. And do you know what your skin made of? If your answer is no, I'll tell you. The skin is made out of tiny cells called skin cells. The skin cells cover your organs, bones, muscles, and other parts like your brain, except for your eyes, nose, and mouth. So here it goes, and there is something that you have an interesting fact for you. So the brain is the boss, and when you sleep, your brain makes your heart to do work like pumping pumping oxygen to all your body and get the carbon dioxide out of the body. And for the plants, to breathe it, and then the plants breathe out the oxygen and we breathe it. You even breathe when you're sleeping too. Your brain works every day, even when you're sleeping. That's crazy, huh? So see you next time, and I'll give you some more interesting facts. Bye-bye.